There is a massive lie being told to you every single day by tech companies and economists. They want you to believe that technology is the one thing getting cheaper. They point to a 65-inch 4K TV and say, look, this costs $400 today, but a plasma TV in 2005 cost $5,000. You are winning, but they are cherry-picking the data. If you actually look at the core technology that builds a human life, the tools we use to work, the devices we use to communicate, and the subscriptions we use to exist, you are being bled dry. In 2005, the average American household spent about $1,200 a year on technology services. Today, between 5G plans, fiber internet, and 20 different streaming subscriptions, that number has ballooned to over $5,000. This video is an autopsy of the cheap tech myth. We're looking at 20 specific tech products and services that were objectively cheaper in 2005 than they are today, even after you adjust for inflation. We're going to prove that you are paying more for less quality, less ownership, and more surveillance. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, $100 in 2005 is worth about $162 today. We've done the math. We've looked at the retail price lists from 20 years ago, and the results are staggering. From the price of a mid-range laptop to the hidden cost of free software, we're exposing how the tech industry stole your purchasing power. And number one on our list, it's the single biggest price hike in human history disguised as a convenient monthly payment. If you're tired of feeling like your paycheck disappears into a digital void, welcome back to Before Wi-Fi. Number 20, the mid-range workstation laptop. In 2005, you could walk into a Best Buy and buy a high-quality, durable Dell Inspiron or an HP Pavilion for about $800. Adjusted for inflation, that is about $1,300 today. For $1,300 in 2005, you got a machine with a dedicated graphics card, a removable battery, an optical drive, and 6 different ports. Today, a mid-range laptop like a MacBook Air or a high-end Dell XPS starts at $1,000, but by the time you add the necessary RAM and storage that isn't soldered to the motherboard, you're looking at $1,800 to $2,200. You're paying a $700 premium for a machine that is thinner, yes, but impossible to repair. In 2005, if your battery died after 3 years, you bought a new one for $60 and snapped it in. Today you pay $200 for a technician to heat gun the glue off your chassis. We didn't get cheaper laptops, we got disposable ones that cost twice as much over their lifetime. Number 19, high-end desktop monitors. Go back to the PC Magazine archives from late 2005. A professional-grade 19-inch LCD monitor cost around $300. That's about $485 today. Today, if you want a professional-grade monitor with color accuracy and a high refresh rate, you are easily spending $700 to $1,200. The industry wants you to look at the $99 budget monitors at Walmart, but those are garbage. If you compare like-for-like quality, the Pro tax has tripled. In 2005, the monitor was a piece of glass and a backlight. Today, it's a smart device with its own processor and data tracking software that you didn't ask for. You are paying more for the privilege of being tracked by your own screen. Number 18, the printer that actually prints. In 2005, a laser printer cost $150. It sat on your desk and printed until the toner ran out. There were no subscriptions, there were no DRM chips in the cartridges that prevented you from using third-party ink. There was no HP Instant Ink taking $10 a month from your bank account just so you have the right to use the plastic machine you already paid for. If you calculate the 5-year cost of ownership, a printer in 2005 cost about $300 total. Today, with subscription fees and blocked cartridges, that same 5-year cost has climbed to nearly $900. The hardware price stayed the same, but the utility price was murdered by corporate greed. Number 17, video game complete editions. In 2005, a QAA game like Star Wars, Battlefront 2, or Resident Evil 4 cost $49.99. In today's money, that is $81. Today, games are officially $70, which looks like a win for the consumer. But it's a scam. In 2005, that $49 got you the whole game. No battle passes, no day one DLC, no deluxe skins, no microtransactions for XP boosters. To get the complete experience of a modern Ubisoft or EA game, you are spending $130 for the Gold Edition, plus another $50 a year in seasonal content. Gaming in 2005 was a one-time purchase. Gaming today is a mortgage on your entertainment. Number 16, basic cellular service plans. This is where the math really hurts. In 2005, a standard individual plan with Singular or Verizon cost about $39 a month for 450 minutes and unlimited nights and weekends. Adjusted for inflation, that's $63. Today, a standard unlimited 5G plan from the big three carriers starts at $80 to $90 before taxes and regulatory fees. You are paying a 30% premium for unlimited data that is often throttled and minutes that you don't even use because everyone texts. We are paying more for the pipe than we ever did in the era of physical wires. Number 15, professional software, the Adobe trap. In 2005, if you were a photographer, you bought Adobe Photoshop CS2 for a one-time payment of $599. That is $970 today. It was expensive, but you owned it. You could use it for 10 years without paying another cent. Today you cannot buy Photoshop. You rent it for $21 a month. Over 10 years, you will pay Adobe $2,520. That is a 260% price increase for the exact same utility. Adobe didn't make the software more affordable for beginners. They just figured out how to turn a tool into a tax. If you stop paying, your work disappears. That didn't happen in 2005. Number 14, mobile phone insurance. In 2005, phone insurance was a joke. Most people didn't have it because phones didn't break. If you did have it, it was $3 or $4 a month. Today, Apple Care Plus or carrier insurance can cost up to $15 to $20 a month. Over the 2-year life of a phone, you are paying nearly $500 just for the possibility of fixing a screen that was designed to be fragile. We have moved from durable goods to insured liabilities, yet you are paying a premium to protect a product that the manufacturer refuses to build properly. Number 13, digital storage, the cloud tax. In 2005, you bought a 250 gigabyte hard drive for $100. You owned that storage, you put your photos on it, and they stayed there. Today, tech companies have removed the SD card slots from your phones and the upgradable drives from your laptops. Why? So they can charge you $9.99 a month for iCloud or Google One. Over 5 years, that's $600 for storage that would have cost you $100 in 2005. It is a forced rental of your own memories. They took away the physical hardware and sold you back the convenience at a 600% markup. We are halfway through the list, and if you aren't angry yet, you haven't been paying attention to the math. We're about to get into the heavy hitters, the products where the price didn't just go up, it exploded. We're talking about the cost of free TV and the gadget that went from a $200 luxury to a $1,200 necessity. If you're tired of being a subscription slave to companies that don't even let you own the hardware you paid for, hit that subscribe button. We are the only channel doing the real math on what the modern world is costing you. Let's get back to the list because number 10 is going to change how you look at your living room. Number 12, cable TV versus the streaming bundle. In 2005, the average cable bill was $60. Adjusted for inflation, that's $97. For that price, you got 100 channels, sports, and news. Today, people say, I cut the cord to save money. But do the math. To get the same variety you had in 2005, you need Netflix, $20, Disney Plus, $14, Max, $16, Hulu, $15, ESPN Plus, $11, and Amazon Prime, $15. That's $91. Now add the cost of high-speed internet, $70, which you didn't need as much in 2005 UN. You are now at $161 a month for the same entertainment. You didn't save money by cutting the cord, you just gave the money to different billionaires while losing the ability to surf channels. Number 11, mid-range digital cameras. In 2005, a great point-and-shoot camera like the Canon PowerShot cost $200, $324 adjusted. It had an optical zoom, a physical shutter, and a dedicated sensor. Today, because smartphones killed the low-end camera market, the only dedicated cameras left are prosumer models. If you want a dedicated camera that actually takes better photos than your iPhone, you are starting at $800 to $1,200. The entry level has been erased, forcing consumers to either settle for phone-quality images or pay a 400% premium for a dedicated device. Number 10. The free email and search privacy cost. In 2005, your data wasn't the product. Google was still a search engine, not a global surveillance apparatus. Yahoo Mail was just a place for messages. Today, the cost of these services has shifted from $0 to everything you do. If you were to buy a truly private, encrypted email and search service today that offers the same utility as 2005 without the tracking, you would pay about $15 a month. That's $180 a year. In 2005, that privacy was free. Today, you have to pay a premium to not be stalked. The price of basic digital dignity has gone from $0 to a luxury subscription. Number 9. High-end headphones. In 2005, the best consumer headphones you could buy, the Bose Quiet Comfort 2, cost $299. That's $485 today. Today, luxury headphones like the AirPods Max or high-end Sony/Sennheiser models are pushing $550 to $600. But there's a hidden cost: the battery. The 2005 Bose headphones used a single AAA battery. When it died, you put in a new one for 50 cents. Today's headphones have built-in lithium batteries that die after 3 years. You aren't buying a $500 pair of headphones, you are renting them for $150 a year until the battery swells and you have to throw the whole thing in the trash. Number 8. Car infotainment systems. In 2005, your car came with a radio. If you wanted a fancy GPS, you paid $500 extra. Today, the tech package in a modern car is a forced $3,000 to $5,000 upgrade. And it's worse than that. Many manufacturers like BMW and Tesla are now moving toward features as a service. You want heated seats? That's $18 a month. You want the full power of your engine? That's a subscription. In 2005, you bought the car and you owned every bolt and wire. Today, you are a tenant in your own driver's seat. The tech in cars has become a way to turn a one-time purchase into a permanent drain on your bank account. Number 7. Movie theater tickets, the event tax. In 2005, a movie ticket was $6.41. Adjusted for inflation, that's $10.38. Today, the average ticket price in a major city is $18 to $22 for IMAX or Dolby Cinema. Even a standard 2D screen is $15. The movie industry has premiumized the experience to justify a 100% price hike. In 2005, the theater was an affordable weekly ritual. Today, for a family of 4, it's a $100 investment. We are paying double for an experience that is objectively worse, with more commercials and less magic. Number 6. Basic web hosting. In 2005, you could host a small personal website for $3.95 a month. Adjusted, that's $6.40. Today, basic hosting on platforms like Squarespace or Wix starts at $16 to $25 a month. They give you drag-and-drop tools, but they charge you a 300% premium for the privilege of not knowing HTML. We have traded the open, cheap web for a series of expensive walled gardens. The cost of entry for having a voice on the internet has tripled. We are entering the top 5. These are the items that prove the inflation is a lie theory beyond any doubt. We're talking about the gadget that redefined the world and the service that went from free and open to paywalled and broken. If you're starting to realize that your higher salary in 2026 actually buys you less than a minimum wage job in 2005, you're finally seeing the truth. Let's look at the biggest tech scams of the last 2 decades. Number 1 is something you probably have in your hand right now. Number 5, the mid-tier smartphone, the 2-year cycle. In 2005, a top-of-the-line Motorola Razr cost $449, $727 adjusted. It lasted for 4 years. Today, a mid-tier smartphone like an iPhone 15 or a Galaxy S24 costs $800 to $1,000. But because of software bloat and non-replaceable batteries, the usable lifespan has been cut in half. You are paying 30% more for a device that lasts 50% less time. Over a decade, you will buy 5 smartphones today, whereas you would have bought 2 or 3 in the 2005 era. The cost per year of mobile life has effectively tripled. Number 4. Antivirus and security software. In 2005, you bought a box of Norton or McAfee for $40. It lasted a year. Today, security is a constant multi-layered subscription. You pay for a VPN, $10 per month, an identity theft service, $15 per month, and premium anti-malware, $60 per year. In 2005, the internet was a dangerous place, but the protection was a flat fee. Today, fear is a business model. We are paying $400 to $500 a year just to feel safe on the same internet that used to be a free frontier. Number 3. Video storage and home security. In 2005, if you wanted a home security camera, you bought a CCTV kit and a VCR. One-time cost $300. Today you buy a Ring or Nest camera for $100. Sounds cheaper, right? Wrong. To actually see the footage from your own front door, you have to pay a $10 a month subscription. Over 5 years, that $100 camera costs you $700. They sold you the hardware at a loss just to trap you in a service that never ends. You are paying a lifetime tax for the right to look at your own porch. Number 2. The ownerless home library. In 2005, you bought a DVD for $15, 24 adjusted. You owned it. You could lend it to a friend, sell it to a used bookstore, or watch it in 30 years when the internet goes down. Today, you buy a digital movie on Amazon for $20, but you don't own it. You are buying a limited license that can be revoked at any time. We have seen this happen. Entire libraries of purchased content disappearing because of licensing disputes. You're paying ownership prices for a rental reality. The cost of a permanent physical library has been replaced by a permanent digital bill. Number 1. The smartphone. Financing trap. The absolute biggest tech price hike since 2005 is the way we buy the phones themselves. In 2005, you bought a phone. You paid for it, and it was yours. Today, the $1,200 flagship phone is too expensive for most people to buy outright, so the industry invented financing. You pay $50 a month for 24 or 36 months. This hides the fact that the price of the essential tool of life has increased by 400% since the 2005 Razor. Because it's only $50 a month, we don't realize we are paying more for our phones than our parents paid for their first cars. We are in a state of permanent debt to Apple and Samsung for hardware that is designed to be obsolete the moment the final payment is made. It is the perfect scam. It is the number one reason why inflation is a lie. Because the things you need to exist in the modern world have been disconnected from reality and tied to your ability to carry debt. They want you to look at the $400 4K TV and feel lucky. They want you to think that because you have the world's knowledge in your pocket, you should be grateful to pay $200 a month in combined digital fees, but the math doesn't lie. In 2005, we had more ownership, more privacy, and more physical control over our technology for a fraction of the cost. We didn't get smarter tech, we got greedier tech. We traded the freedom of the 2005 one-time purchase for the slavery of the 2026 monthly active user. Which one of these price hikes makes you the angriest? Is it the Adobe subscription, the $1,200 phone, or the fact that you have to pay a monthly fee to use your own printer? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and if you want to see what shopping felt like before Amazon destroyed the physical world, back when you could buy a laptop without a subscription, check out the video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching Before Wi-Fi. Stop paying for things you don't own. See you in the next one.